Good morning on Friday, the 31st of July. We're very nearly into August. This could turn out to be the one of the warmest days of the year, certainly the warmest day in July, which has been a strange month. So we're out in the garden. I hope you can see the Minster behind us. And we wanted to say, first of all, a huge thank you to all the clergy from around the diocese who have done an amazing work over the past 4 or 5 months through all the different phases responding to the coronavirus, providing online services and resources, ministry on the ground, caring for some of the most vulnerable people in our communities, and then opening up our buildings for prayer and then for some services with all the restrictions around that. You have been amazing, and I know it's been a challenging time. I know it's been very draining at times emotionally, and really praying over these summer weeks that you will get some space, and maybe some of you will get a chance to get away as well. So God bless you as you take that space, and thank you too for church wardens, licensed lay ministers, others who've been part of that, and we're thanking God so much for all of you around this diocese and beyond if you're listening in. And we're coming now to our psalm.
Coming into Psalm 9 this morning, and as we read it, you'll notice there's a rising confidence in this psalm, and the enemies that David has been facing seem for now behind him, and he's giving thanks for God's saving protection on him, but also he's seeking for more of his justice. So let's read Psalm 9 together. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing the praises of your name, O Most High. My enemies turn back. They stumble and perish before you. For you have upheld my right and my cause, sitting enthroned as the righteous judge. He has rebuked the nations and destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their names forever and ever. Endless ruin has overtaken my enemies. You have uprooted their cities. Even the memory of them has perished. The Lord reigns forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He rules the world in righteousness and judges the peoples with equity. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you. For you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you.
Sing the praises of the Lord, enthroned in Zion. Proclaim among the nations what he has done. For he who avenges blood remembers. He does not ignore the cries of the afflicted. Lord, see how my enemies persecute me. Have mercy and lift me up from the gates of death, that I may declare your praises in the gates of daughter Zion, and there rejoice in your salvation. The nations have fallen into the pit they have dug. Their feet are caught in the net they have hidden. The Lord is known by his acts of justice. The wicked are ensnared by the work of their hands. The wicked go down to the realm of the dead, all the nations that forget God. But God will never forget the needy. The hope of the afflicted will never perish. Arise, Lord, do not let mortals triumph. Let the nations be judged in your presence. Strike them with your terror, Lord. Let the nations know they are only mortal.
It's such a wonderful psalm, and when we read it for the second time, it struck me there's lots of very strong and secure statements throughout, and it's worth going through and sort of picking them out. Of trust in God running through this psalm. Particularly, I was particularly drawn to verse 9. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And the idea of the Lord as a stronghold might have two parts to it. And the Lord is a place of protection and refuge for us, a place to sort of run to. And the second is the Lord holding strongly onto us, which is such a powerful image. And I think that's just wonderful to sort of remind ourselves of that. And it's one of the ways we've found as we've been fostering for a while, and we have over lockdown too, that both these elements are so true, equally important to the children that we've been looking after, that they have a safe place to shelter when life's been really hard for them. but also to be held in that love, not only perhaps when they need a hug for whatever reason, but also held sort of emotionally when life's been really hard for them and their circumstances they just cannot understand, nor can we. And that love which holds them, and we found that that's something they've really absorbed and needed, which is wonderful.
And there's something about the way in which the ministry that we receive, the ministry of Jesus, that both is protection, refuge through the cross, but also being held by his love in all that we do, that actually we then in our lives get to share that ministry as we serve others in all sorts of different ways. And I love the sense, and it's worth reading the psalm with the voice of Jesus in mind, of the ministry of Jesus, that these promises are so wonderfully fulfilled in him and through him. So as we come to conclude today, we're so grateful again to Joanne and to Neil for leading us in a song of worship, which we hope that you'll enjoy, but also as a prayer for us as we go into August, and as I said earlier, hoping that some of you will be able to take a break or some time for rest over the coming weeks, just to continue to be awake. This is what this song is saying: awake and alive to what God is doing because of his presence with us. And just thanking God for the way he holds us, the way he's leading his church, and all that he's doing in our world. So God bless you, whatever you're doing over the weekend. We'll see you on again on Tuesday morning. But thank you now to Joanne and Neil for leading us.
There's a sound I love to hear. It's the sound of the Savior's robe as he walks into the room where people pray, where we hear praises, he hears faith. There's a sound I love to hear. It's the sound of the Savior's robe as he walks into the room where people pray, where we hear worship, he hears faith.